Let us welcome the ninth speaker. The ninth speaker is Mr. Yusuke Igarashi. His speech title is Flight from the Fight. Flight from the Fight. So Mr. Igarashi, please come up to the stage.
Hear that? Okay. Thank you, the Master of Ceremonies and distinguished judges. And hello, everyone.
Hello.
Shut up! Damn, you're very noisy. This phrase was always the beginning of my fight. After saying that, I would raise my fist and hammered and stopped my alarm clock. Then I would wake up, get ready, and drag my body to school. However, my fighting would still continue after leaving out of school. During the very boring, interesting class, I would fight against my sleepiness, like this. Eventually, the time would come. My teacher said, "So, Mr. Igarashi, please solve this problem." Oh my gosh! I told myself, keep calm. I was sleeping. But so what? No problem, because I am perfect. Just do it. 20 seconds later, I will be scolded by the teacher. Do you have a similar experience at school? Maybe it was a friend who was scolded for sleeping. Even now, some of you may be fighting against sleepiness. But please wake up, because today I'm here to talk about how to relieve the sleepiness for all of you young fighters. In Japan, many young people are fighting against sleepiness because they cannot get enough time to sleep. According to the Ministry of Health, Labor, and Welfare, people in the 20s sleep an average of less than 7 hours, and over 40% of them feel they haven't slept enough. They don't want to fight, but currently, they have to due to the limited time. Of course, the length of sleep is important. However, it is somewhat unrealistic for us to increase sleeping time, right? Suppose I claim that you should use less time for your hobbies in order to increase time to sleep. How would you feel? Would you be persuaded for this idea? If I were you, I would express antipathy because it is next to impossible for me to use less time to play Twitter. I love Twitter, and as for me, no Twitter, no life. Twitter is my proof of happiness. Why can't I let this happiness go when it is literally in my hand? It is so hard to stand such a stoic change, even for a few days. On the contrary, I'd like to emphasize that changes can begin with a small step. But we are busy, and time is limited. This is the reality. Then, why not think about the quality? Let's focus on improving the quality of sleep. However, some tips are already well known. So I'll explain a method that might seem a bit strange, but actually easy and effective way to improving the quality of your sleep. It is about breathing. Now, I have a question to ask. Have you ever woken up with a sore throat? If you have, the quality of your sleep is not the best. This is caused by mouth breathing, which has a negative effect on the quality of your sleep. Unfortunately, most Japanese people have this issue. You may think that this is a trivial issue. However, mouth breathing harms yourself more seriously than you expect. If you are a mouth breather, your throat will dry, and you'll be more likely to catch cold while you sleep. On top of that, surprisingly, your body and brain are not able to recover enough because of mouth breathing. Let me explain more about it. When the air goes into your nose, your body gets ready and improves the lungs' ability to absorb oxygen, which is necessary for recovery. Therefore, nose breathers absorb a large amount of oxygen. In fact, according to Yoshiteru-san, who was the president of the International Association for Orthodontics, nose breathing gives about 20% more oxygen than mouth breathing. Okay. We understand that nose breathing is better for recovery. But is it really possible to stop mouth breathing while sleeping? Here, let me share my experience to show that there's one thing we can do. Since I was a child, I've been a mouth breather. And because of this, I would catch a cold every winter. However, when I was in high school, I decided to stop mouth breathing while sleeping because I didn't want to catch a cold before the entrance exam. So I Googled how to stop mouth breathing. And I found that using mouth tape is good for recovery as well as improving the immune system. I bought the item immediately. The first morning after I used it, I was really surprised. My head was perfectly cleared, and I felt my body had gotten lighter than before. I still remember the wonderful feeling. Since then, I use my special item when I want to recover more effectively. Of course, I used it last night to make performance perfect. My condition is quite good, and I have no enemy to fight against. Oh, plus, I succeeded in staying awake for today's excellent speeches. Especially, thank you, Mr. Kubota. Now I can be a positive penguin for myself. Great. Amazing, isn't it? Anyway, you can see the one thing we can do. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my suggestion. Let's use our new item, a mouth tape. You can free from the useless fight. Everyone can use it, and you can get it online or in drugstores. Now, you may be worried about the cost, but don't worry. It costs only 20 yen per piece. Just 20 yen can realize your deep sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are fighting against sleepiness, why not throw away your sword and shields? Let's free from sleepiness. Get out of your battlefield and return home with your new item. That is a mouth tape. The best sleep will be waiting for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Igarashi. Now, we have a question and answer session. Ms. Fukushima, please.
Igarashi-san, thank you for your speech.
Thank you.
Mouth tape. So, what if I had a nose problem and I can't breathe through my nose? What should I do?
So if you have a problem about nose, okay, if you cannot breathe through the mouth because of the problem, it is one of the disease. So please go to the hospital and see a doctor and improve your nose function.
Okay. Okay. Although, as you say, quality sleep is very good. A review of 15 studies found that short sleepers are at far greater risk of heart disease and other diseases than those who sleep 7 to 8 hours a day. So what do you say to that? What do you think you should do to get longer sleep?
Yeah, it's really difficult question because we have really a lot of tasks in daily lives. So there's a research why people cannot have enough sleeping time. And the largest reason is that a lot of works or tasks. So I think it is really important to to understand what I can do and what I cannot do. And if you have a lot of tasks, please impose your people around you and cooperate, and in other words, reduce your or one's task.
What kind of tasks do you want to reduce?
As me, in my case, actually, I'm a president of University of Tsukuba E.S.S, so I have really papers which I have to submit for university. So, but there's many papers that other people can do it. So I impose, about club activities, paper about club activities.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Fukushima and Mr. Igarashi. Please go back to your seat.